She didn't touch me. She didn't have to. She stood too close in my own kitchen. And my body knew something was wrong before my brain caught up. At that moment, I didn't know my girlfriend was in the next room. I didn't know this was planned. I didn't know two people I trusted had already made decisions about my body and my life. I only knew one thing. My home didn't feel safe anymore. Looking back, that was the second everything cracked. The first crack happened earlier. I just didn't see it yet. I write fiction for money. That's the clean version. People send prompts. I write scenes. They pay. I move on. Some of it is harmless. Some of it is explicit. None of it is a confession. It's work. I have limits. Hard ones. Things I won't write. Things I won't touch. My girlfriend knew I wrote. I mentioned it early on. Casually. She didn't ask questions. Didn't read it. Didn't seem interested. At least, that's what I thought. Because instead of talking to me about it, she did something else. She read everything. And she decided it was about me. A few weeks before everything blew up, she started acting different. Not angry. Not distant. Curious. Too curious. She watched me like she was waiting for something. Asked questions that felt rehearsed. Do you ever feel bored? Do you think people hide what they really want? I laughed it off. Shrugged. At the time, I thought I was being open-minded. Looking back, I was being careless. Because while I was joking, she was building a story in her head. One where I was lying. One where my writing was proof. That assumption cost me more than I expected. The day it happened felt normal. That's the part that still messes with me. I went grocery shopping. Bought the usual stuff. Texted her something dumb. When I got home, her car was gone. Our roommate's wasn't. We shared the apartment to save money. Nothing strange about that. He said she went to see her parents. 10 minutes away. I didn't question it. We put groceries away together. Small talk. Routine movements. Then I turned around. And he was right there. Too close. Close enough that my back hit the counter when I tried to step away. I told him to move. He didn't. He smiled instead. Not awkward. Not nervous. Confident. Like this was going exactly how he expected. That's when my stomach dropped. He said my name quietly. You don't have to pretend. I asked him what he meant. My voice sounded wrong. Flat. He said my girlfriend told him everything. That I'd been wanting this. That I just didn't know how to ask. I told him he was wrong. He laughed. That laugh still shows up in my head sometimes. He said I wrote about it. That I fantasized about it. That I wouldn't mind. I told him to back up again. He leaned in instead. Fast. No warning. Everything slowed down. I reacted before I thought. Teeth. Then my fist. He stumbled back, yelling. Hit the floor. I stood there shaking, my back against the fridge, trying to breathe. That's when my girlfriend came out of the bedroom. I watched her face change in real time. Shock. Confusion. Then something colder. They started yelling. Over each other. Over me. That's when everything came out. She found my writing. Shared it. Read it with him. They decided what it meant. They decided what I wanted. They decided to surprise me. At the time, I thought I was going to throw up. I screamed that it was work. That people paid me. That it wasn't a diary. She kept saying she thought I'd like it. That it would feel more real this way. I was shaking. Sick. I grabbed clothes. Left everything else behind. I didn't even lock the door. My sister opened her door and didn't ask questions. She just let me sit down and fall apart. That night, I didn't sleep. Every sound felt too loud. Every shadow felt wrong. My phone kept lighting up. Calls. Messages. I didn't answer. Part of me wanted to scream at her. Part of me wanted to believe this was all a misunderstanding. That part scared me the most. Because love doesn't shut off cleanly. A few days later, I finally listened to the messages. She sounded calm. Too calm. She apologized. Then explained why it wasn't really her fault. She said she misunderstood. She said she trusted me too much. She said I should have been clearer. Then her tone shifted. She asked me not to make things worse. Said involving anyone else would ruin lives. That's when it clicked. This wasn't about me being hurt. It was about her being exposed. The message from the roommate was shorter. He said he misread the situation. That he thought I was playing along. That my reaction surprised him. That word stuck with me. Surprised. I didn't reply. Going to the police almost didn't happen. I stood in the parking lot for a long time. My sister walked in with me. Saying it out loud made it heavier. More real. I didn't expect justice. I wanted a record. Something that said this happened. Getting my stuff came next. I waited until both of them were gone. Checked twice. I brought family. Walking back into that apartment felt wrong. Like the walls remembered everything. I moved fast. Clothes. Books. Electronics. Then I took things I knew they relied on. Not out of spite. Out of control. I left my key on the table. Locked the door behind me. I cried in the car. That night, the messages exploded. How are we supposed to pay rent? You didn't have to do this. This is extreme. Not once did either of them ask how I was doing. That detail still matters to me. For a while, things went quiet. Too quiet. That's when the doubt crept in. I remembered the good version of her. The one who made coffee. The one who held me when I couldn't sleep. I wondered if I destroyed everything over a misunderstanding. Some people said I did the right thing. Others avoided the topic. Silence can feel like judgment. Then she showed up at my sister's place. I'd forgotten to turn off location sharing. She cried. Said she loved me. Said she'd do anything to fix this. For a second, I almost believed her. Then she asked me to drop the report. Her face changed. The softness vanished. She said I was ruining her life. That I was overreacting. When I told her I knew everything, her expression went flat. That look still scares me. Things escalated fast after that. Pain. Yelling. Someone pulling her away from me. I don't remember everything. Just shaking. Crying. Not being able to breathe. After that, there was no question. I blocked her everywhere. Changed my routines. I stopped writing for a while. The words felt poisoned. Therapy helped. Slowly. Some days are better than others. Now, months later, I still think about it. Was she always like this? Or did something in her break? Did I miss the signs? Or did she change the rules without telling me? Some people say intent matters. Others say impact is everything. I don't know where I land. I know I survived. I know I walked away. But doubt doesn't disappear overnight. So I keep asking myself the same question. Did I save myself in time? Or did I wait too long to see who she really was?